Well, this one looks promising. I don't know why it looks promising, but that plane looks promising. Whoop. That was exactly what I should have done. Yeah, make me feel like I can get in the plane. Oh, there we go. Y. I assume Y takes you out of the plane. A makes it move. I do not know how to make it go up, but we'll figure that out on the fly. You know, I think the cool thing is, like, it's not just a plane, there's a platforming section to it too. Let me just pause it real quick. To the adventure of flying a plane. I mean, you fly, and that's it. Seems like hypothetically, I could, like... You press Y to get out of the plane. So it kind of makes me... Oh, you can't just... Well, good news. You can press Y to jump out of the plane while you're in the air. And also... did I fly out of the collision box? Hopefully not. Okay, the stuff in the upper left corner is just to tell me where how my X and Y, or maybe it's like Z and Y verticals. Oh. Now we got so now it's minigame time. I like how they have the ball there to actually show which ring to fly to before, because I was just flying for them mindlessly, and wasn't sure if I was missing out on something, but now I know exactly what I gotta do and how to do it. Overall, though, I am enjoying this little playing simulator. I might be a little spoiled because I'm kind of waiting for something else to happen besides flying through rings. But they definitely do a good job lining... But I can appreciate it for what it is. They definitely do a good job lining up the music with going on the game, because this song feels perfect for like a little challenge, mini-game sort of idea. Didn't I fly through all the rings already? Why is it making... Do I have to do it twice? There's something I'm overlooking? Alright. I'll try one more I'll wait until I get to the end one more time, and if it makes me go through a third time without any sort of feedback of what I'm supposed to be doing, then I'll start getting worried. But I felt like 100 was a generous time for a new record, and yet I'm just barely gonna beat it, and that's a little concerning. Alright, so that's it for that. I'm kind of curious if I can actually do anything with a balloon again. No, the balloons just seem to be there for the heck of it. Oh, that's what X does. It like makes me zoom out a bit. Oh, and that's what the person mode is for. Like, it's the walking around thing is because there's like treasure chests around that you can pick up. There's multiple things to do in this game. It would help if I could make the plane stop. I know planes don't work like that in real life, but I mean, it's a video game. Do we really want logic to apply? Okay, so I wonder if this overall game ends once I find all the treasure chests, because that ring thing was just like a fun little mini game, I guess we'll call it. And I know I saw another chest on the bottom there. Oh, you can crash and die, because I mean, why wouldn't you crash and die on a plane? I'm just a little surprised that it actually happened. Now, I don't know. I don't think I'm actually going to go around and recollect all the treasures again. I also probably was a bit of a fool for not going straight into the plane, like ignoring the best form of transportation that this game has to offer. But I mean, like, if I could get up into that area somehow without the plane, it would be a lot safer. I do gotta admit to that. While I'm like experimenting around anyways, let me jump in the water and see if it kills me. It might be quicker to get back to the plane that way anyways. Yep. Alright. Let's blast off and actually take this thing for a ride. So somehow I did not see a way to actually get up there. So somehow I have to land this plane on the top there, so I can actually get to the treasure chest that's down below. Okay, I think you press B to start landing. Also, it might be a little easier to land in one of the green patch areas. I think I got a safe system here to at least try. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Perfect. No, don't take off again. Land. Better. Okay. Land properly. Y to get out of the plane, which will allow me to get to this treasure chest. And I can progress forward. And this is a pretty cool concept. It's not just flying a plane, but you pretty much go on an entire adventure with this aircraft. Ooh. Oh yeah, X does the boost. I was gonna say, I was gonna question it, but I completely forgot that I just asked about it a little earlier on. A little bit of a shame that I can't stop on a fly. No, stop on the fly. Also, like, the fact that once you press A, you gotta wait for it to go for the whole animation before being able to continue onwards. That's a little bit of a shame. But I get that, like, it's just enough realism for it to make sense and be fair in the game. Alright. I don't know, I get the impression that maybe I could interact with the trees, if not by climbing it, then something else. But no. Ah, you know what? I never really explored. There's stuff really high up that I don't think I've ever really looked too far into. Like, I think I saw, like, from far away that there's some really high off platforms. And I wouldn't be surprised if they had a chest or two all the way up here. Which sucks, because trying to land this thing a little tricky as it is. And it's giving me a little bit of nerves of, I really shouldn't experiment. With the way this game has been, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, running into the propellers killed you. I mean, they did take in consideration being in water. Alright, anything else to note while I'm all the way up here? Not that I see, and I really don't want to just, like, mess around and go up here forever. The balloons are irking me. I gotta be honest, the balloons are irking me. It feels like they can't just be there for decoration. Maybe I just play too many games where you interact with the balloons for some other reason. It just feels so... They feel out of place, I guess is what it is. Like, you don't naturally just find balloons floating around in the wild. Especially balloons that are double the size of your airplane. So they stick out to me as like an object that I can interact with. But no, they're just there. Just there for you to fly around with. Alright. I wonder if I have to do the ring mini game again to actually... Well... I certainly picked the worst angle to start this. I mean, but since I started the game, and actually it should be a lot easier to get that record now that I have. Now that I know that X pretty much gives me a boost. I'll probably be able to clear this a lot faster, even though I went the complete opposite way that I should have. Because as far as I know, a treasure chest could be tied behind this, but I didn't notice the first time because I just stumbled upon it on my own. So let's just knock this out, and I can resume my hunt for what I assume is the actual end game after we're done with this. Alright. Maybe it's just me. No, the balloons just look a different color because they're so far away. And as far as I can tell, that did nothing. We got a nice record. Oh! I see one of the chests. This one's probably, like, I could have gone through with land exploration. It's actually probably a little... It's probably a little risky to try to land the plane around here. But I'm already on the ground. I think it was right... Yeah, it's right here. Now, does the game tell me how many treasure chests that are out there? Let's not assume that it's needed, but how many treasure chests are out there? Because I was just under the impression that there would just be one-on-one each of these islands. Yeah, that's what... I think what this is, that there was... That one I got the first time before I died. Alright. This should be a cakewalk to land compared to some of the other landings I've made so far. Alright. Just line myself with the straightaway so I got as much time as possible to make the landing. One more time. I think I'm just pressing the wrong button. Which is weird because it feels like I've done this so many times now, it should be natural. There we go. That's 5 treasure chests. I wonder how many more are out there. I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to find them all, is the thing. Like that one that was underneath the cavern area there was pretty well hidden. I guess I'll like fly around a little bit longer, and if I don't find it then, we can call it as is. Like, I'm under the impression that once I find all the treasure chests, the game ends. But that might not be the case. This might just be an open world adventure. They just fly around to your heart's content, looking for all the gold and all that, but I don't know. I mean, there's not even any feedback. I assume I would at least get a little bit of feedback, even if it's just like confetti and a sound jingle, when I get all the treasure chests. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of scared. Oh, there's a chest. You know what? Maybe I should just land the plane and walk around for a little bit, because they're clearly hiding some of the chests, with the intent that you can actually explore around this island on foot to get. So I don't even... We're all here for the fun together, because I was gonna say I don't even remember where I don't even remember where I was or where that chest was when I was trying to land, but I found it soon enough. And you know what? Let's give it a little bit more. If they're hiding more of these on the island itself, then surely one or two of them has got to be around here somewhere. It's just that I've been playing this single level for a long time as it is, and I'm Not sure how much more time I want to put into it. I gotta give props for being so... For a single game, which I use game and level interchangeably because for the most part they are just like individual levels or individual mini games. It's a literal mini game because it's a game, not only because it's a game within a game, but they also tend to be a little bit smaller because you are a bit more limited. Like, you can't just make Final Fantasy XIV and have every single chapter in it. Now, I said that though someone's gonna make you know what? I think I picked a perfect example. I was thinking of different Final Fantasy, but Final Fantasy XIV is perfect because of the MMO, and there's no way you could recreate Final Fantasy XIV in Game Builder Garage. That's a challenge I'd be willing to bet on. I won't, but probably be more willing than others. Alright. Again though, I feel like there would be at least be some sort of feedback if I did find all the chests, which makes me inclined, especially because I'm so close and it's not like you can save your progress. I found so many already, I kind of just want to see the light at the end of the tunnel. I flew around quite a bit, so I think I'm getting on that front. Wait, did I get... No, hold on. I think that's where I started. Also, I think I completely lost the plane. I have no recollection where it is at all. So, that might be a good point to end it off as is. Yeah. I'm gonna call it my losses. That was a fun ride, though. Football field goal kicker. That's a kicker. Actually, I think that only exists. That terminology only exists in my head. I don't think that's actually what you call that sort of thing. Right? Press the... Ah, I see. You hold down the button for power. Just gonna make this a little awkward. Oh, you also... It's also time, like... When the arrow doesn't stop when you release the button, so there's a little timing to it too. And wow, this game has gotten a lot more convoluted than I thought. Shouts for what they try to do with the character design. I do gotta give them props for that. This actually reminds me a bit of a minigame from Amazing Island. And not in a good way. That said, like, I like the concept of it. The execution could be better, though. And I'm not sure how much of it is not knowing better, and how much of it is design limitations. So, I won't be too harsh. I just want to get one field goal. There we go. I say that, but I also more especially want that number on the back of him. Or her. Wrong of me to assume. Also, it went from 25, or it went from 15 to... Well, what I think what it actually was, it went from 20 to 25, and it's some reason went back to 20. I probably like just screwed up too many times. I want to see how it goes. I want to get that number on the back to go up once at least. But if I gotta do them all in a row, yeah, I'm not gonna bother. Couple things. One, a game builder A game builder garage game jam. Interesting. There's definitely a lot more going on for this game in the community than I thought. 2. What the heck is cup memory? Left stick to choose. A to confirm. Ah, I see. I can go from 3, 4, 5, like that. But also, where's the cups? I see 0. Oh, that's a choose. It's a difficulty. Oh, and it's literally just a cup matching game. This is actually really cool, and I would love to see more games like this on Grandpa's Game Garage. Over like I like to see this sort of stuff over just recreations of other video games, because it feels like we get a lot of that in Grandpa's Game Garage. It's gotten better in the past couple of weeks, and coming up Monday is going to be another week of Grandpa's Game Garage, so I'm definitely looking forward to watching that and seeing what comes up. Oh, I'm not gonna try the other cups until I at least get one of these right. You may be saying, Jack K, wow, you're really bad at this. I mean, can you blame me when trying to talk? Wow, the one time that I lost track of it twice, maybe even 3 times, of course this time I get it. Now let's just go all in and all crazy with this big one. My eyes. Wow, I actually got it. I think we've come across everything that this has to offer. I'm actually kind of curious how many noons it took up. Also, game ID code, because I keep forgetting to share them. Not bad, like it's under 300 noons, which is for something made for a game jam. I'm kind of impressed that you're able to do it with that few. Like there's probably a lot with that going on behind the scenes. All the more reason to be impressed by it.